Before Airplane, Jim Abrahams and the Zucker brothers first made their mark writing John Landis' The Kentucky Fried Movie in 1977. 3 years later, they would get to make a movie of their own, a comedy that parodied the wave of airport disaster movies in the 1970s. The trio knew that they had to cast such a movie just right. A parody only works if the actors are playing it straight, hence why they added serious actors such as Leslie Nielsen and Robert Stack. Nielsen nailed his part so well that parodies became what he'd be known for. Abrahams and the Zucker brothers needed someone younger for the lead role of Ted Stryker, so they turned to someone else who they knew could do deadpan even though he wasn't an actor, and asked Letterman to audition. In their book, Surely You Can't Serious, The True History of Airplane, David Zucker said they saw Letterman performing stand-up at the Comedy Store and became fans of his work. Then he auditioned. In the book, Letterman said, "We did the scene once, and then they came in and gave me some notes, and then we did it maybe 2 more times. And I kept saying all along, I can't act, I can't act, I can't act, and then one of them came to me after the audition and said, 'You're right, you can't act.'" David Zucker thought it didn't work because acting just wasn't for Letterman, who thought it was too phony. Years later, when Letterman had his own show, he invited Jim Abrahams and the Zuckers on, where they not only talked about Airplane, but even showed Dave's screen test for the first time. The host looked highly uncomfortable as he watched the clip. The scene has Dave in bed going through a scene with an actress, and while he's not horrible, you can tell he's not an actor. David Letterman actually looks like he's in pain doing it. He said, "It was embarrassing. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I know the screen test took about 8 hours and what we saw there was about 30 seconds, so I'm assuming there's 7 hours and 30 seconds of really embarrassing stuff." Jerry Zucker then told a story about meeting Letterman's agent after the screen test. Jerry, trying to be nice, told the agent that he thought Dave was going to be a great actor, leading to the agent saying, "Fat chance." With Letterman not going to work out, an actual actor, Robert Hayes, was cast as Ted Stryker. Hayes was a TV character actor. Airplane was actually his first feature film role, but that's exactly what the role needed. Hayes looked and acted like an everyman. He didn't draw attention to himself through who he was like Letterman would have, but instead, let the material live through him. David Letterman ended up being okay despite the failure. He only went on to become one of the biggest late-night show hosts of all time. Airplane is available to stream on Prime Video in the U.S.